Hey there, everybody. It's the unlisted MLB algorithm video for Monday, April 22nd. The Yankees game is about to start, trying to get this out right now. So let's go over all the games. Let's talk about the pick of the day and go over everything. We are going to use combination string 491. I mean, there's two possible combination strings I was thinking of going with. One was this one, which is 488, which we've been going with, and I really like what it's been doing recently. This is what 488 shows. Okay. So just glance at that. Can you believe we have the White Sox as the number one pick of the day? We just can't. We just can't do that. But San Diego's still up here. That's what I was thinking of going with, but instead we're going to go with 491 because 491 had such an excellent day yesterday in so many ways that even though I'm hesitant with some of the stats that are in there to go with that, we're gonna use that as our analysis, which still has the White Sox, by the way, but they're at least all the way down here. It's got San Diego on top, and it really seems like San Diego is going to be the pick of the day as I was looking over the file. So let's go over everything one by one. First of all, starting off the day, you've got this early game of the Yankees in Oakland. The only thing to note about this is that we're only giving the Yankees a 7% margin in this game, and they're minus 245. It's the early game. It's a little bit too close to call. It's not worthy of this line. We think they can win 5-3. Carlos Rodon's pitching well. JP Sears is also not a bad pitcher though, so they probably win, but it's not pick of the day material the way the odds makers think it is. So probably just going to stay away from this daytime game today. That's what it says. Next, Philadelphia, Cincinnati. Yeah, Philadelphia. Ranger Suarez pitching excellent. Going up against an 0-1 Hunter Green. Minus 115. They're the seventh pick, a little higher than the Yankees. That's a great line given this situation. So Philadelphia is going to be on the list to win this game about 5-1. Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. You've got Pittsburgh barely, but notice this game is really close when it comes to margin. The line is not good enough for an 11 pick, so it's probably a stay away game down here. Detroit and Tampa Bay. It says Detroit with Tariq Skubal pitching great. Zach Little also pitching excellent. Notice it's wanting to make this game an under, but the under is set at 7.5, which is the low under. Difficult game to play. But Detroit up here is the fifth pick of the day at minus 112 means you're probably going to play Detroit. 10% margin is just barely enough to bet them. So Detroit is on the list. Miami and Atlanta. It's got Atlanta winning this game. You've got a good pitching Ryan Weathers for Miami, though. That could be trouble. But it says Atlanta, the number 2 pick of the day in this combination string. The line's pretty bad at minus 190. Bryce, oh yeah, here's another reason not to play Atlanta. Bryce Elder making his first start of the season. This is the only pitcher with 2023 stats from last year that we had to use. In my mind, that's enough to not take Atlanta today. So I'll probably stay away from that due to the line and Bryce Elder's first start of the season. They're probably going to win. So, I don't know. Never listen to me. I always listen to the algorithm. It says take Atlanta, but I'm going to stay away. Toronto and Kansas City. Here we have an underdog Kansas City with Brady Singer, excellent pitcher. Yusei Kikuchi, also a very good pitcher. Once again, here's where it looks like the under in this game. Notice it's only predicting about 7 runs, and the over-under set higher at 9 in Kansas City. So this game, given Kansas City also couldn't put up any runs yesterday against Baltimore at home, the under is probably the play here, but also we have Kansas City at an underdog line as the number 3 pick. So both of those are on there, Kansas City and the under. White Sox. Boy, we're predicting the White Sox because Chris Paddock has an 8 ERA and is 0-1. Jonathan Cannon is probably the, really the standard candle on this White Sox. That's the wrong term. Is probably the ace of the staff on the White Sox. I will play the White Sox to win today. It's not a number 1 pick of the day, but it is a team to play because you see them at 175 and the algorithm saying they're going to put up 7 runs and win this game. It's a 9 pick, certainly worth a straight bet. here we are talking about how bad the White Sox are, and yet we are picking them to win this game because Minnesota's lineup factor is also terrible. It's one of those games where, the White Sox are probably getting a win once in a while, and this is the day where it's supposed to happen. Next, Arizona, St. Louis. Close game. Now, it likes Arizona by margin, but doesn't like them by projected score, and that's because Brandon Fatty, his ERA is not great, so it's thinking that, but Lance Lynn is actually pitching well this year. How about that? Weird game here. You wouldn't think it's favoring Arizona, but it is by margin, but not by score. Sketchy. I think I'm going to stay away from that. There's just not a lot of confirmation on this with conflicting projections and margins, and just staying away from that one. San Diego. It says number one. It is minus 176, but it is going to have to be the pick of the day. They're showing up as number one. Austin Gomber's ERA is in Colorado, which inflates it a little bit, but he's 0-1 with 20 innings pitched. Dylan Cease is an excellent pitcher. This one's going the way of San Diego, according to the algorithm. That is the pick of the day. I'd like to give you a pick of the day that has a line that's better than 176, but there you go. It says they cover too, if you're one of those people who covers, but we really only look at money lines when we talk about win-loss. So it's San Diego to win is the pick of the day. They're on there with Dylan Cease trying to cease Colorado from scoring any runs. Then we've got Baltimore and the Angels. Got a very low scoring game. This is because Albert Suarez has not given up a run yet in his first start, putting it 5 innings. Reed Detmers, 3-0 with a 1.19 ERA. Does not see runs in this game. So even though they're the 4 pick, seems like an under is the play, given that it's set at 8.5 or 9. It's just way below the over-under total. So it's really more of an under than Baltimore, given Reed Detmers has been pitching so well with 22 innings pitched. And you can see LA potentially winning a low-scoring game here as well, but it does not predict runs. So I really say the under in this game is a better pick. Then Mets in San Francisco ending the night. You've got the Mets at an underdog line coming in at the 10th pick. Keaton Winn is 1-3, and Quintana is 1-1, and the Mets have been playing better, so it's the Mets. All right, so what do we have? We have San Diego as the pick of the day, trying to keep our streak going of winning picks of the day, closing in on almost a week of this. The Atlanta, Bryce Elder making his first start, so I'm staying away from it. Kansas City, Toronto, what did we say? We said under in that game, but Kansas City is still on there. Baltimore and LA, we said under in that game. We said Detroit to win. We said stay away from this. We said Philadelphia was at a good line here to take that. We said the Yankees are too far down here at this awful line, so staying away from that. We said take the White Sox to win. We're going to find out if that's going to come back and bite us. We said take the Mets to win, and I can't remember what we said about the Pittsburgh game. We said, what did we say? We said, where are you, Pittsburgh? Here. We said it's too close to call. So in summary, again, real fast. San Diego, yes. Under and Kansas City. Under. Detroit, stay away. Philly to win, stay away. White Sox to win, Mets to win. That's our MLB algorithm update. Good luck, everyone. I'll get this video out and email out to everybody right now. Good luck. May all your picks be winning, and let's go Padres.